The fuck? Okay. So, basic rundown of where we're at right now. There is suddenly no internet in the garage. I don't know why there is no internet in the garage, but there's no internet in the garage. So, the NDI hookup doesn't work because there's no internet for it to broadcast over. There's a very slight bit, but not much. Trying to bring the modem out more or something just to do anything. And now the computer's restarting because foolishly I clicked on the update bit and it went, "Oh, you've got a whole bunch of updates waiting to go. So here, have them." So I've been spending time investigating my new ADHD med that, depending on whose thing I look at, either means I can no longer have alcohol at all or I might die, or alcohol is an extremely minor thing and doesn't matter. So that's fun. Okay. Especially because it looks like it's one of the fun meds where it's just it gets prescribed for ADHD is yeah, its side effects help, but it's actual, as with spirolactone that gets prescribed as an anti-androgen, so controlling and suppressing testosterone. It does that as a side effect of being a blood pressure medication, technically a blood thinner. And what do you know? This is also fucking blood pressure medication. So hey, that's all fun. And yeah, I can go. Oh no, this isn't even going to do anything because the camera isn't currently set up to display. I don't think it is. Yeah, the background loop isn't actually playing, so I think this is a still image. Also, my coffee alert is gone. That's weird. What? Why is the coffee alert gone? Refresh? There we go. That was unexpected. Okay. Yeah, I think that computer is restarting right now. Unfortunately, I have no way of telling when it's done restarting. I mean, I guess I can go run down there and check. So I'll be right back, I guess. I mean, I guess I could hook you all up to this headphone. Is this one still? This is not turned. No, is it turned on? I actually can't tell. Holy shit, it is. Cool. Shmeh. There. I'm sorry. My voice quality will now be significantly worse, but I can take you with me. So we can go see together if it's being fucking borked or not. Hi, cat butt. Okay. Oh, it did restart. Cool. That was actually way faster than I was expecting. Put the pin in. You can go the fuck away. Yeah, I know the test was weird. Restart the test. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Hey, good news everyone. Moving the modem seems to have literally fixed all of the problems. Hang on, I don't think the NDI is still set up. Yeah, because the NDI is turned off. Give me a sec. Okay, main output, check. Okay. Oh my god, I know. I'm not running that script. Stop trying to tell me that the script is broken. I don't care. Okay. I'm just doing this so that I can see. Yay! It's fucking working now! Oh my god, what the shit? Okay, hang on. Trying not to fall over. Being very bad at it. God damn it, that's stupid. So, for context, I restarted the computer, which might have done something. I doubt it, but it might have. I restarted the modem, which didn't do anything, and I moved the modem 3 inches, and that fixed it. Our coverage in this house is so janky, and I'm going to end up having to get a mesh system for the house, I think. Where the fuck it'll plug in down here, I have no idea. Maybe over there. But I'm gonna have to, because this is so weird. Because for context, the modem is about 6 feet that way, and like 3 that way. Like, it is the same distance from the modem to here, like linearly, to here as it is from the modem to our bedroom, which is fine, technically with fewer walls. I was like, what the fuck? No, Dice, I'll just get it all set up. I have a repeater, it just, when I tried to set it up at the old house, it hated me, so. But hey, now it's fucking working, so now we can do this, good drummer. So yeah, I still don't actually have like a, also I should turn it, I'm gonna leave the heater on because it's slightly chilly down here. So yeah, I still don't have like a proper sequence or anything that I necessarily want to practice. Basic idea was that I was gonna do the same bracket grip practice thing that I'm supposed to be doing. Mostly just for the sake of like getting shoulder work, and I don't know, maybe we'll just do that sequence that I was trying to do yesterday again. But to do that, I'm gonna go grab our like dry hands stuff so that at least grip isn't the primary issue from doing this. Because if you didn't see the bracket grip thing that I'm working on, it's a pain in the ass. It's not even really a move, it's just a thing that you're supposed to do for, what's the word for it? Conditioning, that's the word. Because bracket grip is, hang on, I'm gonna have to apply slightly more of that. That is, sorry, for clarity's sake, that is isopropyl alcohol, which we use to clean the pole because hand oils and also the stuff that we use to like stick better to the pole. So sometimes it's good to just clean it every once in a while. Okay. My animals are currently losing their minds for some reason. Okay. This is basically just like, I actually don't know what this is. I'm waiting for it to dry now. This is SD alcohol 40, silica, methyl glycol, phenyl trimethicone and xylomethicone. Basic idea is you apply it to your hands, and once it dries, it gives you really good grip. So just, I can do this without any concern. Without it, that would be at least slightly more trying. So because I'm practicing a bracket grip thing, I want the focus to be on working arm muscles, not on having to like focus on my grip. So with bracket grip, I'm grabbing high with one hand, low with the other, and with this one specifically trying to bend the elbow so that I don't overextend the elbow. This one is taking my weight, theoretically, that's why you have to practice it. And this one, lower one, is pushing me away so that I don't slam into it while pulling myself closer with the other one. And this should be a shoulder work, but emphasis on should. And like I said, this is just a conditioning exercise where I'm practicing and working these muscles. So all we're doing is lifting myself up, grabbing, and then trying to hold myself up while doing like straddle pop. Once you can hold it better, there's stuff that you're supposed to do with it, but I'm just trying to get the straddle pop and not make it be a super rushed thing. And like work the muscles so that I can hold this properly. Because ideally you want to do like a thing, but I'm just working on the holding it. So I'm going to do those 3. I'm going to do 5 of these on each side, basically. Because it, like I said, it's just I guess technically a strength training or a conditioning thing. Because I'm way worse at this side. Because I'm so used to trying to take all of my weight on my right arm. So trying to put it all on the left arm is weird. I'm also probably grabbing slightly weird on the bottom one, but yep. And I feel like I'm overextending the arm. You can see that this one is a much quicker, like, nope, get it done, everything sucks, sort of thing. Because that was 3. God, it also reinforces how not flexible I am. I used to be able to do the splits, like, unironically, I used to be able to do the splits, and you can't hear it, but my hips are popping all the way down to just this. I miss being able to do the splits. Oh, God. Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I didn't miss any messages. Oh. The other reason why I wanted to open with that was so that I could get more of the dry hand stuff off my hands, because I find it hard to do spins if I've got too much of it on. So I wanted to wear some of it off before I really got started. Whew. That was rough, but most of the dry hands powder is worn off now, which is why I hit the ground immediately. That light is off. Why is that light off? I don't know how much that'll help, but hey. That sound is also just because of the dry hands powder that's now on the pole. Okay, so what was the sequence again? Okay. So it's pirouette into China pirouette into backspin into straddle pop. The stag fan part of this is always what confuses me, because I don't know what that was supposed to mean. Hey, thirsty kitty! Well, be warned, thirsty kitty, this is the plan for mornings going forward. Okay. So yeah, it's... Oh. This was, I think, the set from our very first level 1 class. And I was practicing it yesterday during the stream too, but it's pirouette. When I said China pirouette, we don't remember the real name for it, but our teacher was like, so imagine you were holding a plate of fine china. So we remember it as China pirouette. So pirouette, which I did really badly because I had no momentum. China pirouette, reach up, grab, fall back, but I didn't do the pop. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember the opening part of the sequence before we get to the part that deeply confuses me for some reason. So it's pirouette, China pirouette, that, okay. Arguably, I don't need to be wrapping both legs around, but it's easy, so. It's also not necessarily best, but whatever. And on the other side, pirouette, China pirouette. I'm grabbing weird here, because it's pirouette, China pirouette. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. Okay. Oh. So yeah, sorry if you're new to it. New to this. Haley, Steph, and another friend of ours have been taking pole classes for at least in September, maybe August. I think definitely September. And I find it to be a really good workout, but the problem is that I don't work out any other time during the week, and the Ring Fit streams, I'm turning this off now, it's too warm. I actually don't know which one of these is on or off. Did I just turn it back on after turning it off? Yes, I did. Cool. The Ring Fit streams taught me that, it's really nice to lean against this, that if I'm working in my head, then it's easier to get me to start doing it. So that's pretty much the point of this is, well, I'm working, so obviously I will come work out more. And also, Jesse, the other person in our classes, is really fucking good and I hate him. And because he actually has the like spoons to practice and try out a whole bunch of extra cool shit. And he and I got moved up to the next level of classes. It's just like, no, I must catch up. So yeah, that's why I opened with a conditioning move, and then now we're focusing on a specific sequence, because that can be an issue for me. Is like, I can remember a sequence when we learn it, but as soon as we're done in class, I forget the sequence immediately. So that's what we're working on, is the sequence from our very first level 1 class. Next time there should be music, but we didn't get our Spotify situation fixed yet, so yeah. So yeah, basic idea is that it's pirouette into the China pirouette, which I'm then grabbing on up here so that I can fall backwards. And then if I pay attention, instead of just falling down, what I want to be doing is ideally have this foot over here, fall down, pop into this, which is then, I'm supposed to convert this into a stag or just a fan kick, which I guess would be like that. That actually didn't feel too bad. Which I hate, because it has to go into a mini pirouette. So like I'll still crouch down into the low pirouette, into some kind of sexy stand-up. Oh, right, this one. This actually is more split grip practice. practice. So yeah, it's the mini pirouette into some kind of stand-up, into thing with fucking bracket grip, which is flow forward, sit, flow back, and then finish, basically. And then I just have to practice that on both sides until I can actually just like run through the whole thing. I know it's a very ADHD thing to like make stuff work. Also, hey, that was one good thing is I had my first psychiatry appointment this morning with someone who did not fill me with confidence because the entire first half of it was her just sort of reading off a list of questions about like, how do you feel about this? And not wanting these full answers from me, it seemed, just wanting like a simple couple of answers or a couple of words. It's just like, one, it's an ADHD diagnosis and you're expecting me to give like 3-word answers? And I literally answered all of these in an intake form, but sure. Make me answer them again. And then the finger can this way then? Cool. I just sexy get up there, but and then this is the flow forward, flow back, except that I lost my grip and fell because it's the left arm low. Okay. Oh shoot, there's more of this. Right, because after you flow back, you're supposed to do like hip roll stuff that I'm bad at too. I picked a sequence that's just like full of stuff I can't do. Cool. And then the back half of the appointment was her actually talking to me, but it was basically just a you had me confirm that I'm a trans woman at the very beginning of the thing. But now, in the last 10 minutes, you're asking what pronouns I use and not acknowledging they even as an option? Cool, thanks. Or the fact that, like, you made me confirm that, yes, I'm a trans woman. I gave you my real name, not dead name. Just like, do you want me to use he? I'm like, no! Why? Why did you think that's what I wanted you to use? Oh, it was so stupid. And then after that, it was basically just 10 minutes of talking about how she thinks everyone should be. It was just like, this is the most fucking performative allyship after you talked at me for 45 minutes, but okay. But I think I technically was diagnosed. Apparently she's a nurse practitioner, and I don't know if they're allowed to diagnose ADHD, but I have a prescription now for a non-stimulant ADHD medication. I'm doing that really badly. Also, I'm supposed to be landing on both feet, not on the knee, because there's another thing that we learned that was a standing fan kick into this, which then you have to get up out of by doing a, like, sweep up deal, which is really hard to get my head around the pole without, you know, braining myself on it. I can't actually see what any of these emotes that you're using are. But hey, at the very least I feel like I'm kind of getting the sequence down, because it's pirouette, China pirouette, pop. Except again, I'm not using the fact that I'm holding the pole right. So I'm just doing the fan kick as though I was doing fan kick from like a stand, because I should be doing her and then fan kicking so that there's no weight being held on my legs. Sorry. It's a garage, it doesn't have that great ventilation. So sorry, breathing heavy. Right, if I leave that door open, it won't actually work because it'll just close because it's heavy and slanted. Also, there's this fun thing in our classes where you don't notice it, but you get a lot of breaks during them. Because usually you get taught a section of a sequence, and then it's, okay, now I'm going to show you the next section. Or in some of our classes, it's not even that. It's a rotate off because more than one person has to use a pole, because I think our class has 7 or 8. So if there's more than that many people, you have to like rotate on and off. And Haley and I always share, so you get breaks when you walk with your partner. Okay. And I talked yesterday about how the intro stuff was very much just like learn to walk, because at least when I'm facing away, like over on this side of the arc, you can sort of see that I'm staying on tiptoes, and specifically trying to not look at my own feet, because they'll just do whatever the hell they need to do. You don't need to pay attention to them, while also still keeping most of my weight in this arm. So, and again, this should be a shoulder thing, not a bicep thing. And the pirouette was also a level 1 thing, although the China pirouette wasn't. I'm doing more of a stag there, which is okay. It's actually on the list of stuff you can do as well. But I'm trying to do the fan kick, which means that the stag that I'm actually doing looks bad, because it looks like I'm doing in between stag and fan kick. Because stag is when both of your legs are doing something like this. Apparently it's also called whirlwind. Or no, pinwheel? Pinwheel. For some places. So when I'm doing that tiny stag badly, it's very obvious to me, I guess. There we go, better until I kick the pole. God damn it. I definitely still need a breather, sorry Al. But the good part about this is that we've been going for 20 minutes and my heart rate has stayed above 150 basically this entire time. So even though I haven't like worked up a massive sweat, it's still like 157 calories and we still have at least 10 more minutes. Whew. I picked the worst sequence to start with. Why did I pick the worst sequence? Oh my god, one of these is super easy because it's just dip, spin, pirouette, Peter Pan, which I love. Why am I not doing that one? Oh, this was the fan kick. Oh, right. The ordering of this one was weird. So the Peter Pan dive is the thing that I showed yesterday that I really liked because it works best from a dip spin into a pirouette into the dive, because it's dip, spin, pirouette, dive. Oh god, the inside of my sticky right now. Not in a bad way, just like the friction inside of my thighs, inside of my knee pit, I guess technically. And I think technically this was one sequence, but it was a Becca class and not a Joy one, so it tends to be a little weird. Because this was the one that was fan kick. Wow, that was a really bad fan kick. Into this with the like dramatic get up that I really don't want to do. That I think somehow you were either supposed to get from the Peter Pan into the fan kick or get from the get up into the dip spin. Because it's... Yep, nope, that was worse than the last time. Woo. Good job, me. Because then you would come up this way. But no, that doesn't really lead into it. I don't remember how this led into each other. This was early in our stuff when we weren't taking the best notes. But yeah, I do like at least the Peter Pan sequence I can still do, because it's just dip, spin, pirouette. Wow, what the fuck was that? Let's try this one more time. Dip, spin, pirouette. Oh, I'm having to alternate grips. That's what's throwing me off. Because I'm doing the, I'm not doing the hand twist on the pirouette on my left side well. I love that we write these down, but some of these I do not remember. Like this one was down as, oh, that's bracket, not bucket grip. That makes more sense. Bracket grip, floppy leg, fan kick into windmill, into body spiral, windmill, sit, Hollywood, Hollywood switch. I have no fucking memory of what any of that means. What makes it a windmill? Is that the one? I think that's similar to a stag. Oh, I feel so silly that I can't remember that. Okay. Back to the sequence that we were actually supposed to be practicing before I got distracted because I don't think I'm doing it very well. Pirouette into China pirouette, which I didn't do well there. Pop. I should just do this as a stag if I'm going to keep fucking it up. I mean, I am doing it left side, which is bad, my bad side, but hey. Pirouette. China pirouette. Pop. I'm doing the pop too low. That's what's causing me issues. Well, that and the fact that I seem to have fucked up one of my toenails, but hey. I'm doing the pop too low, so I don't have as much room to get back out of it. Pirouette. China pirouette. Pop. There we go. That's better. Because now I can just into mini pirouette. Some kind of 60. Kind of. There was some hip work I should have done on the backside, but Hi TQ, how are you doing? Okay. Of course, that was the good side. The bad side's not going to be the best. Into China pirouette, grip, pop. I feel like that might have looked good, but it felt really wrong. And that's why you don't want to land on your knees, because you get both of your feet caught when you're trying to go around the pole. I should have brought water. Oh well. Well, thank you, TQ. Okay, let's try this one more time without getting stuck on the side of the pole. China pirouette, fall back, pop. Okay, caught it anyway. Back up. Didn't do the sexy get up, but screw it. It's on Twitch, it doesn't need to be a sexy get up. And then just the finish. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. And that was on the bad side. Admittedly, you can't see half of it because there's no good camera angle, but hey. Arguably, I could have gone action, but whatever. Honestly, anything that I film in here, I think I'm going to film in portrait. Just so that you can't see the stuff on the sides, and so that you can see just around the pole. Okay. Nope, apparently I'm not getting back up. That's what we have the pole for. Okay. Yay, exercise ring closed, but not talking to you, Siri. Exercise ring closed, but the other one's not. So, hey love, how are you doing? I really wish I could figure out why the hell those events aren't firing off. I low-key wish Haley was here so she could come down and tell me what I'm doing weird. Like with the stag last night, where I was trying to do it with the wrong leg. Because, for context, stag is you grip with the outside leg with the ankle around the pole, and then you mirror this pose with your other leg. So it's this. And I was trying to do it with my back leg. So I was doing some sort of deeply strange, like, not quite dirty princess. So she came down to correct me. Because I always thought I hated stag, and it turned out I was just doing it wrong. I'm also kind of enjoying doing the moves now because I find it relaxing. I'm also tired, which is why I'm back to using both arms again. Can I even do... Okay, I can still do Dirty Princess with one arm at least, if it's my good arm. Because that's basically my warm-up spin now. I'm going to douse my freaking fingers in our cuticle removing oil as soon as this is done, because I need to clean them up and I keep not doing it. And this is the only stream for today, so. I do wish I'd gotten the Spotify set up so that I could just do a freestyle thing here at the end, but I'm not. I also have like 6 hours until my actual class today, because for context, I'm doing 2 classes tonight because I'm an idiot and because I want to. But honestly, I think that's now that we've... Stop it, Siri. I'm never trying to talk to you. Like I said, I wish I could finish with a... Oh no, did I miss follows? Oh my god, I did miss follows during the stream. Shoot. I wish I could finish with just like a freestyle thing to music so that I can practice my complete lack of rhythm, but... That's so weird when I do it slowly. If I do it quick, it makes perfect sense, but if I do it slow, it feels goofy. Because I'm sweeping the leg out all the way. And I don't think I need to be doing that. Because it's dip, spin, pirouette. I'm also getting caught on this part of my thigh, which is not one of the parts that I'm trying to use this for like free epilation on. Because that's what sits are supposed to be for, is that it's gripped in between my thighs, mostly with friction. So, just killing all of those hair follicles. Okay, I don't want to fall over, so I'm gonna run upstairs and do a sign off. Now that it's after it took us like an hour to get the stream going, but hey, I will see you all upstairs. Sorry, I don't have a neat transition still. I'll see if I can build a, if I can get my bot to work on that. I'll explain when I'm upstairs, where it's better ventilated. There we go. Better ventilated, but also I forgot at the top of a house in winter, so it's warm up here. Okay. I already forgot whatever the hell I was saying. I have to do 2 hours of this starting in 6 hours. That wasn't it. It was something else. No, 7 hours? 7 hours. What else? I wish our garage was tall enough for me to show climbing, because I really do enjoy climbing, but our pole is only like 10 feet high. Might not even be 10. I think it might only be 9. So it's like, yeah, you can get off the ground, but you can't really do any cute climbing stuff. I left my wedding ring downstairs. I forget because I take it off to not scratch our pole. God, I swear there was something else. I said I was going to talk about something on the way up, and it just popped out of my head, whatever the hell it was. Still, I'm really fucking enjoying this. I will continue doing this tomorrow and the foreseeable future. I'll figure out one day a week to take off, but I don't know what day that'll be. Because, yeah, I mean, like I've... Actually, maybe not, because if I'm only doing... Oh, wait, I should stop this. If I'm only doing, like... Wait, Saint, I thought... Oh, right, I forgot that the thing broke. Thank you for the re-host. Right, because the stream broke a couple times. I'm still so annoyed about that. I moved the modem 3 inches, and suddenly the computer downstairs could connect perfectly. But there's a non-zero chance that if I'm doing this tomorrow, it will be on my first thing of ADHD meds, so that'll be fun. We'll see how that goes. I don't have a lot of hope, but we'll see. That was one thing that did weird me out, was that they asked, was like, do you have substance abuse things? And then, despite the fact that they're based in Colorado, we're like, have you used weed? And it's just like, I mean, yes? But are you counting that as substance abuse in the same way as, like, I consume less of it than I do alcohol, and technically because of the weird ways that some binge drinking outlines are set, arguably I might be considered a binge drinker because I don't drink most of the time, and when I do drink, I have like 2 max because I'm a lightweight. So 1 gets me, like 1 or 2, I'll have 1 or 2, and 1 would get me drunk. So according to a lot of guidelines, I'm technically could be considered a binge drinker. So it's like, is that substance abuse? Does the fact that I don't consume weed except for every once in a while like count as binge? I don't fucking know. It's so weird. And I'm only bringing it up because they prescribed me an ADHD med that, like I said, depending on where I'm checking, either is alcohol safe or you can never ever take with alcohol because you might die. And is one of those... the fact that she didn't tell me is concerning. Also, the fact that apparently a specific brand of it is used for ADHD treatment, but she didn't order that specific brand. I don't know. I don't know if there's a difference between the brands or if it's just like a release style or nah. Because it's one of those fun drugs that does a bunch of different things, or not a bunch of different things. It was made to do one thing and has side effects that do other things. Sort of like how the first I said this at the beginning of the stream, but the first anti-androgen I was on, and the most prescribed one in the United States for testosterone suppression is a fucking blood thinner that happens to suppress testosterone production. And that's part of why so many trans femme folks in the United States are deeply unhappy, is because they have to take really high doses of a fucking blood thinner because their doctors won't prescribe different anti-androgens because it's not what it's supposed to be for. And there are things that actually do suppress T on purpose and have way less bad side effects, but because they're not as established, doctors don't prescribe them here, I guess, unless you very specifically ask for them. So yeah, it's everything about my Haley's already heard all of my ranting, but every part of my interaction with the person who prescribed for me and theoretically diagnosed me was deeply uncomfortable. Because like I already said earlier too, she made me go through my full medical history, despite the fact that I filled out my full medical history on the check-in thing, and then asked, "Are you on any medications?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm on hormone replacement therapy." And then she didn't ask what meds that was, and just went like, "Okay." And then it took her a second and clicked, and was like, "Oh, so you're a transgender." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, we love it when you use it as a noun, sure." "And what was your sex assigned at birth?" I'm like, "I am AMAB." "What?" "I was assigned male at birth." It's like, "Okay, so you are going to become a woman?" Just like, "No, I am a trans femme NB who is totally fine with using woman and a bunch of other things, and probably am only using NB to avoid some low level of internalized transphobia." But I'm not going to go into that and just go like, no, I am a woman. And then 45 minutes later at the end of our session, it's like, "Oh yeah, should I use he for you?" I'm like, "No!" Why? What part of that made sense in your head? But yeah, it was a super fun set. I'm really tempted to just see if I can transfer over to the person that Haley has, because we're going to the same practice, who don't seem to have a doctor, which is the confusing part. Like, they're all nurse practitioners, which the only weird part about that is that they don't say anywhere that they're only nurse practitioners, that there aren't any doctors. So that was a little weird, but hey. Yeah, I've been rambling for like ever because I don't actually want to end the stream, because if I end the stream, hang on, there's the transition. There we go. Because if I end the stream, I have to go do other stuff. Like, I have to go deal with Thanksgiving turkey brine that's still in a cooler downstairs. And some laundry. And then I need to shower before going and doing 2 hours of what we just did. So that'll be fun. So yeah. As a reminder, this stream is brought to you by you. Thank you for your amazing support here on Twitch. I'm sorry I missed at least one follower during the stream, as well as your support over on patreon.com/layeroflore and coffee.com/layeroflore. Thank you very much to Lord Inkdeath for supporting the stream at a frankly bonkers level for way longer than I would expect, but hey. Yeah. I also have to try and find some time to do Halo Infinite, because I want to actually finish that one weekly I have left before the week ends. I'm going to throw us over to Adam, twitch.tv/cbats, because he's doing Path of Exile, which is a game that I still do not even pretend to understand, except that it's like Diablo, but for even more in depth. I don't understand it, but pretty smashy things happen, and I'm on board with it, and Adam is good people. God damn it, Manfred, you can't do that as I'm trying to end the stream. Thank you very much for gifting a sub to DQ. God damn it. But yeah, I will see you all back here around the same time tomorrow. I will pre-fidget with the fucking modem, so maybe it won't do this next time. It's a dream, but I'm gonna maintain it. Have a good day, all.